Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. Today it is time. It is time for another round of the Read What You Want challenge. Yes. And I'm so happy to be joining in again and kicking this off and being a sort of voice of support. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better this time around in doing that. But anyway, I'm happy to be joining in again with, of course, Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads, MJ over at Reading the Slice, and of course the mastermind of all of this, Ollie over at Criminale, who kicked this off. Well, how many years ago has it been now? 4 or 5 years? I can't remember now. When he first did the 100 book challenge, which is how all of this has started, where you read 100 books before buying any new ones. Now, of course, it has, changed forms a little bit over the few years, but the general gist, of course, is to read a certain amount of books that you own already on your shelves or your Kindles, whatever's, before buying any more. It's just taking a pause in your book purchasing to make your way through some of the books you already have. That's the general gist, and like that's all you really need to do. I know I am still working through massive amounts of books, and so I'm very happy to just be joining in again, like I said. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about like the tiers and levels and all that good stuff. Okay, so we are bringing back these sort of bronze, silver, gold, platinum levels. If you don't want to go sort of full-blown 100 books, because we know, sometimes people don't read as many books or whatever, so setting up the different levels, I think is very helpful. So you can do our bronze level, which is reading 25 books, or if you prefer doing page counts, then read 6,250 pages before buying new books. That's bronze, okay? Silver, read 50 books before buying new ones, or if you go by page count, 12,500 pages worth of books, okay? Gold level 75 books or 18,750 pages. Top tier platinum level is of course the 100 books or 25,000 pages. So these are set up in a way, if you prefer book count, some people like, the count because it's just kind of easier in their brain. That's what I like to do because it's just easier. Or some people are really page trackers. They keep track of how many pages they read. So if you set yourself, a page goal, absolutely, if that works for you, absolutely go for it. Now this year, we also kind of want to throw in a sort of time period, thing. So let's say, even just keeping track of like numbers, pages, like none of that is like appealing to you, because even that is just like already like derails your plans. How about setting yourself a time period? I'm not going to buy any books for a month before buying new ones. 3 months, 6 months, whatever, if you think a time period works best for you, go for it, because here is my key, okay, to making this successful is to make it work for you. That's the way you're going to succeed at this challenge if you're wanting to participate, okay? And I really can't I really can't say it enough. Just make it work for you, because that is what's going to make you succeed. And I truly want us all to succeed, because I do really, truly believe in this challenge. I believe it has worth for my it has a worth for me in my life, and how I've approached purchasing books and things like that. I mean, it's really been very impactful for me, honestly. So that's why I keep doing it and wanted to be a champion for it. I'm kind of rambling now, but anyway, you get the gist, right? The tracker is back that MJ created. I forgot to bring my copy up here, but you can buy it for a few bucks, download it, print it off. It does count the number of books. So if you like seeing that visual marker, or you want to, if you're a journaler, you want to print it off, put it in your journal to keep track of it, however you want to do it, definitely, do that. All proceeds from that do go to a charity. So, definitely look into that. I'll have that linked below. Anything else? Ollie does have that space still in his Discord. I'll link that below for Read What You Own. That's a great space as well to kind of check in, get a little boost if you need, if you need a pep talk. That space is there. I'm going to try to be better about being in that space. This year's been a little rough. Okay. Let's see. Again, sort of making this work for you, setting up, maybe kind of your own kind of caveats. A lot of us kind of make little things that we along the way are sort of allowed to, when we are allowed, to buy a book. For me, it's usually for like a book club or something, or like a project. If I just cannot find the book anywhere, and I've got a book club coming up, and I really want to read that book, and I just, my library doesn't have it or whatever, that's when I'm allowed to buy a book. I usually will buy like a BookTube book if I need to buy I've really not been buying books. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've not been buying books really for the past couple of years. I can maybe count like on two hands how many books I bought. Okay, this is how, because I've got so many unread books. I don't need to buy any books, but ones that I have bought I've bought like the Garbologies, from Garbogust, because I want to support, Garbogust, of course. I bought willy-nilly ones here and there that I've needed for things, and honestly that's it. So, even my caveats, I'm not even been following on those very much for myself. So whatever, I just want to reiterate again, making that work for you is going to make this succeed. So I hope that you'll join us again. We are kicking it off on November 5th, because that's an easy date to remember. Remember the 5th of November. And start your challenge. Again, set your own rules, your own numbers, your page counts, your time periods, whatever's going to work for you. Set it up for you. And we're going to do this all together again. Okay, you can do this. Okay, it's a fun challenge. I think it's really good. Like I said, some inner reflection about purchasing habits in general. and yeah, it's been good. So again, everything that I said will be linked below. And I hope you'll join us and have a fun time with it. All right. I'll check in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I always appreciate your time. Until next time, bye-bye.